Question. Dowie. I had a short experience that showed me that the most stressful moments that the body had experienced physically and mentally and emotionally was where the I was most present. Yeah, I would say, I call it more the identification with the character and less identification with the character now. But yeah, the more that there is identification with the character, the most suffering there is. So when it's like really intense identification with the character, then there is intense suffering. So when I was with Roger, so Roger was my teacher, Roger Castillo. I lived with him in the forest for a few years, and we were very remote. And what I realized in that time was that in the beginning, I projected onto situations my happiness and unhappiness. But then as time went on and I paid more attention to the experience, I began to see that when I was really identified, then my mind would look to situations to project a problem on. And when I was less identified, I'd be more happy. And it actually wasn't causal. So it wasn't because of things. It was because of identification and less identification. We don't know why that happens. Like that is, yeah, why that identification happens and why it comes and goes. Like that part is grace. The breaking of the identification with the character is grace. Like, yeah, it'd be amazing one day if scientists found that place in the brain, eh? It almost seemed it was added to the tension trauma. All of that temporarily disappeared for maybe 10 minutes. It felt very freeing and there was not I anymore. Yeah, it's super healthy for the body as well. Like very relaxing. I'm not one of these people that believes that if you disidentify then you'll totally be healthy or anything like that. There's also a lot more to it, but it's also really good for the body because there's a relaxation that happens, a deep relaxation. The thoughts and the identification came back. Love to hear your perspective on this. Is this going in the right direction? Well, I don't know if it's going in the right or wrong direction. There is only one direction, so that's the direction it's going. But that's a lot of pressure to put onto me, and that's yeah, a big responsibility to give another person. Like, is this going in the right direction? We don't know. That's something that that is unknowable. The right or wrong direction. Yes. It's also not what you want, really, for me to answer questions like that. Like, is this going in the right or wrong direction? Like, it's okay to speak about this subject and to learn, but in the end, you want somebody that encourages you to look in and find your own direction in the character, not someone that's telling you the direction. Yes. It's very tempting though, isn't it, to look to someone and be like, oh, please just tell me the freaking direction. Jesus Christ, why can't you be my sat nav? Sorry, I didn't mean to do that so aggressively. But my cup bounced on the slate coaster. The slate coaster. Yeah, so I would say go inward when you want to ask someone, am I going in the right or wrong direction? Go inward. It's that's ultimately what you want.